Hey everyone, it's Tristan from Crafting Worlds, and as you've noticed, this Hall Effect keyboard by Wooting has been on my desk for quite a while. Let me tell you something. This is the Slice75 HE by Chilkey, and wow, this just... I keep using it. I'm not even going to wait till the end of the video to tell you that this is a highly recommended Hall Effect board for all of you out there. Let's take a look. Here's the box. This is actually kind of cool. So this is plastic. Yeah, isn't that neat? It's just fun. I just thought it was a cool design language on there. I don't like extra plastic, as you guys know, but I'll let it go for that one. It was cool. So here we are. I put everything back so that you could see what it comes with and what it looks like. Let's look at the accessories first. So it comes with a nice braided cable right out of the box. Very, very nice. Comes with a keycap puller, and it comes with a tool to take things apart, and also an extra wire. Even the way they put these here, this has kind of come apart because I've opened and closed it so many times, but like even the design of the inside to cover up the foam is just nice touches to the whole, to the whole package. It doesn't affect the keyboard, but luckily the keyboard backs itself up with performance. The packaging doesn't outweigh the keyboard. So yeah, there it is. Oh, it is good looking. It is good looking. So we're going to plug this in right away because I want you all to see the software, because that's what's important on all of these is software. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Actually, you know what? First, let's look at the price. So here's the coolest part. The price is $149. That is a steal for what you're getting here. This comes with Jade Pros, which in my opinion are one of the best Hall Effect switches out there. Mind you, I now use the Wooting Flux HEs, but they are extremely expensive, so just keep that in mind. So this comes with an amazing switch in it that sounds fantastic. The sound on this is great. So you have the gray version like mine, and then you have the black version. And then we can scroll on down here, and it's got all of your stuff, and we'll go into that in a second. But yeah, it's got the 8K polling rate, adjustable actuation point, rapid trigger, dynamic keystroke, snappy tappy. And then here's the Jade Pros that it comes with by default. And you can switch any of the switches you like into this board that are like from Jade or any other company like Wooting or the Geon Raws. You know, you pick what you want, which is great. So it has Cork dampening. So if you watched my Zoom review, you know that I love the sound that Cork does. It just gives it gives good give to the board, and it just feels good. So like when we come down here, it has nice give. It's not a lot, but it's enough. Okay. And then we have the aluminum case, and we have the double shot PBT keycaps, which you definitely want as a gaming keyboard. It's too bad that it's not shine through. I would have liked to see this shine through because, it's a gaming keyboard. So it does have south-facing RGB, so I guess that's maybe why they didn't do that. On my Wooting, it has north-facing, so the keys look nicer. So I don't know. I guess the reason they didn't do that was so that they could really, go all in on these keys so that they'll be longer lasting, which they look fantastic, actually. I mean, look, look at that. Just from up there, it's super bright. The keys are very legible. It looks really good. So let's look at the software. Yeah, so we're at the software point here. I already have it open. So we're going to connect to the keyboard. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And here we are. And it translates to English immediately, which is really nice. Anyway, you can change it from English to Chinese to one other. I don't want to make the guess because I don't know. You have your 4 profiles, so you can set up different profiles. You have performance mode, but your lighting mode is nice. It's got turn it off, it's got static, and you can just pick those as you wish. I will show you the white because that's always interesting for people to see. White is a little bit blue due to the Jade Pros. This is just the Jade Pro thing. The housing on a Jade Pro just kind of gives off a bluish hue, so white is never really white. Okay, so then you have dynamic, where you can just change. These are like just presets. I'll show you what some of these look like. They're not the M1, M2, M3, M5. Like I don't know why they didn't name these to be more like what they are. It's a little hard to, you know, just guess. So you have to try them out. But as you can see, the RGB is nice and bright, and it's very, very bright and very fun. A lot of fun little things. Some of these will give you a headache, but some of them are very nice. So like, for instance, this one is called M14. It should have been called like Rainbow or something, or this one should have been called, instead of M16, something else. So that's the only gripe I have with that. Other than that, it works fine, because in the software, you can even do cool things like reverse it. You can set sleep time, you can set speed and brightness, and then you can come in here and do per key customization, which I love personally. So you pick the color that you want. So let's say I want this like nice little let's say I want pink. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to do all these pink, and you can just drag and paint like you're doing some MS Paint here. And then we can do like a nice teal for the other side here. And let's see what that looks like. And it's instant. It just instantly fills it. Now, once again, the LED colors are a little off. This looks purple to me in person and probably on the camera, whereas in the software, it's pink. So in order to get pink, you got to kind of go red. Show you that in a second. So we're going to fill that in so that there's nothing mixed. And look at that. So now you have pink. So that's not really red, that's pink. So then you would ask, what happens if you pick red? You have to go all the way to the other side and get the darker red here. And boom, now it's red. Any keyboard that supports per key RGB is a winner in my book. But that's not what these Hall Effect keyboards are about. It's about performance. And oh my goodness, it has that in. It's just amazing. So you can come over here to performance, and you can click this to see the test travel and how well it responds. You can select specific keys with these. The fact that it has presets, this is so cool to me. Like, this is user intuitive. Like, oh, I want to just set my WASDAs to like, you know, actuation of this or global travel of that. And there you go. It's been set and it's done. Like, you don't have to do anything. It's just done. You're set. You're good to go. You can set your rapid trigger. You can, and it tells you set the initial actuation distance. The green value displayed is the upper right, represents the actuation, and then set reactuation distance. And it explains these things that a lot of companies, they make their software and it just doesn't make any sense. So their web software is fantastic. This is right up there with Wooting's. This is very, very good. Very good. And then you have your, you know, you can calibrate here. And then you can select the types of switches. They have these already, which are, you know, presets, and it will automatically grab for that. And then you can remap all of the keys with a very simple system here. And you can set macros, and then you can update everything. And I didn't update because I wanted you to see it. So here we go. Yes. Yes. Yes to update. So we're going to do an online update. And there we go. And the update has completed. Super simple, super fast, right? That's pretty cool. But yeah, all of this and just the way that this is set up is just so intuitive. And that's, I don't know, that's very rare in a lot of these keyboards. So I really enjoy that. What are you waiting for, Tristan? Do a sound test. Yes, I know. Let's do one. does it get much better sounding than that? I mean, I have the Wooting keys in mind, which is a completely different clacky sound. This is more of a thocky sound. And man, right out of the bat, it feels good to type on. It sounds good to type on. And then it games like a champion. And it's got software to back it up. The biggest thing that I like about this keyboard out of the box versus every Hall Effect keyboard I've ever tried, including the expensive Wooting, is the stabilizers. They sound amazing. Oh, Chilkey has an entire lineup of keyboards, and they have maximized their stabilizers to sound good in most of the keyboards I've tried. And the fact that they did the same thing in a Hall Effect keyboard, bravo. Because getting the Wooting and having to relube my stabilizers in the spacebar, which by the way is doable, was like when I first started in this, whole keyboard journey, I was like, how the heck do you even do that? I don't know how to do this. I don't want to open my board. I don't want to break something. So the fact that you don't have to do that, and the stabilizers and the modifiers just sound fantastically thocky, can't go wrong. I don't have negative things to say about this. The only cons that I would have about this are extremely subjective. So, me personally, I like a TKL layout or the Wooting layout where it has the 4 keys here and then 2 keys above it. I don't like this. It's just, I don't even know why these exist. I will never use them as they are. And I also do not like when the arrow key is right underneath the enter key. I end up hitting these quite often if I'm working. And for coding, that is the worst nightmare you could think of. If you hit up by accident and you end up on a different line and instead of hitting enter, it is, it will bother you. It will bother you. But as a competitor in the Hall Effect space, the machining, even the back of it looks just absolutely beautiful. And it's got these rubberized feet. It's got the perfect angle, so you don't need to adjust this at all. It's got the keycaps that just feel right. It's got south-facing RGB for all those people that really want a Hall Effect with that. And I don't know. Maybe you don't like the badge here for Chilkey. I don't know. Maybe that's one thing that you could, go for it. But again, that would be super subjective. Just like me liking a specific layout is super subjective. In terms of raw gaming performance, this is one of the best Hall Effect keyboards out there. Hands down. End of story. It has one of the best softwares out there. Hands down. End of story. And it is easily, with the price, so you can get it here for $149, but you're going to probably have to pay tariffs. I would assume, I think Amazon is already including tariffs into that price. They don't show it, unfortunately. But yeah, it's $156 on Amazon, but you get that Prime 2-day return and delivery and all that stuff. So you can test it out a little bit better. And show me a group buy or a Wooting or any of them, a Kickstarter, any of that stuff where you can do that and not have to worry that, I don't really like it. Also, this thing is hefty. In terms of the Wooting versus that, I'd say even this zinc alloy actually might be lighter. I think this is heavier than the Wooting. So that's something to take note of. That's crazy. It is so solid. It is so well built. And I love the design in the back. I like that this is in the center. It's really just a very good board. And you can get real custom with this because of the south-facing RGB. Your keycaps can get really customized. If you don't like this, and because it's the aluminum in the gray or the black, you have a lot of choices for keycaps. And I could see you customizing the crap out of this with some red keys or some blacked out keys or some like matte black keys. Oh, this would look so good in different types of orientations. If I was not a TKL / Wooting layout lover, I probably would have swapped to this. And I would have put some like matte black with a dark black, keys on here. And this would be my go-to Hall effect. But the other thing that I don't think a lot of people are realizing is that this is also really good to type on. The typing feel on this is so soft and the sound is so thocky. Let me be clear, it's loud. That's one thing you should be aware of. Compared to say like the Wooting with the WooQ, it's loud. It is going to echo more sound up into the room in your space. So if you are a person that works at an office, this may be too loud for you. But if you're a person that doesn't mind the sound and you want the best sound, this is one of the best sounding Hall effects out of the box that you can get easily with an affordable price. I know. Look, for a good Hall effect, $149 is pennies. It is a very good price. I mean, the Wooting alone is like what, $300? And it's hard to beat that damn thing in terms of the software and the way that it works. It's just a fantastic board and the layout and all that stuff. This just comes packaged like, hey, hold my beer. You know what I mean? So anyway, look, I don't want to blow too much smoke up Chilkey's, but I'm just going to say bravo, well done. I highly recommend this board to anyone who's looking for a high performance / productivity Hall effect board because, man, I really enjoyed typing on this. I really enjoyed gaming on it. And I had a lot of fun with this board. Just make sure you love this layout. Me personally, and it's only subjective, I just don't really like that. And it's on any board like that. I just don't like when the arrow and the enter key, and then this just kind of feels wasted to me. Give me a knob, you know what I mean? Give me a knob or something. But like, yeah, I just, yeah. What do you think? Do you like this board? Do you think it's worth it? Is the price worth it? Is the layout? Do you like the layout? Do you like the color? Do you think it's a Wooting competitor? Do you even know what a Wooting is? Do you give a crap about any of my reviews? Why are you here? Did the internet bring you down a rabbit hole? Who the hell knows? But either way, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, hit a like. If you disliked it, down twice. And subscribe. Hit the bell icon for notifications. And as always, I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.